To set up a clash with Kim Huybrechts this afternoon, but kicking off the action, it's an informed Welshman fresh from his run to the final of the UK Open. Gerwyn Price takes on Poland's Krzysztof Ratajski, and joining me, Chris Murphy, to talk you through the first of 16 matches today is Rob Malarkey.
Yeah, thanks very much, Chris. It's all set up absolutely perfectly today. Just a real sense of occasion about this. Ever since we turned up at about 11:30 this morning, the queues went on for miles round the block. And as you can see over the shoulders of the players, it's a very, very buoyant crowd here.
Ladies and gentlemen, first leg, Krzysztof to throw first. Game on!
And Krzysztof Ratajski came through his first round match yesterday against Ryan de Vrede. But this will be a very, very different proposition for him, playing, as you say, the man who had that terrific run to the final of the UK Open. His first TV final for Gerwyn Price, a man who, let's face it, hasn't been playing darts that long since switching careers from rugby league. It's been an amazing transformation, and there could be more to come this weekend as well.
Yeah, it was levelled by a few people. He didn't meet any of the top 8 on that run to the UK Open final, but you look at the people he did beat.
35.
Justin Pipe, Dave Pallett, Paul Hogan, who'd already done for Gary Anderson and Adrian Lewis in the tournament, then Ian White in an epic quarter-final, and Alan Norris before losing out to Peter Wright, who is returning to the European Tour stage as a major champion tonight, let's not forget.
Indeed. And talking of Norris, he is here as well on the practice board at the moment, defending champion from 2016 in the final European Tour event of last year. Hildesheim kicking off the 2017 season this time around. Price looking to play catch-up here. And on the Ratajski throw, it's Price who's down to a finish first. 1-2-1 away.
We had a big crowd in yesterday for Friday, well over 1,000 people. We're up to 2,500 today, so we know that the German fans definitely enjoy their European Tour darts action. It wasn't a very good day for the home nation players yesterday, was it? All 4 went out, but they won't mind that. They'll still enjoy what's going to happen in front of them. And will it kick off with a 1-2-7 in the very first leg? Bullseye for Ratajski.
102.
Well, that would have been a great way to start things off and really settle him down. I'm sure he'll be feeling it out there, Krzysztof Ratajski, at the moment. Gerwyn Price here, though, looking to finish the job with tops.
Krzysztof, you require 25.
So Ratajski for a hold of throw in the first leg. Nicely done. He was under a fair degree of pressure there, Krzysztof Ratajski, but he comes through unscathed. Price missing an opportunity to break with double 20, but out of the blocks here. Just looking back to that UK Open final, I thought there was a bit of a turning point as well, just before the interval, when Wright took out 86, Price was on 83, and it could have been 8-7 at the break, and instead it was 9-6, and I always thought that left Price with a bit too much to do, but it'll certainly come on leaps and bounds for that experience of having a TV final under his belt. He's made giant strides on the European Tour we've seen over the past couple of years or so. 2-time quarter-finalist last year.
100.
Yeah, one of the culture players really singling out the European Tour as kind of a target to get to a final or perhaps even win an event this year. They are very, very important, these events. Not only can you only qualify for the European Championship through them, but the amount of prize money on offer now, it makes a massive difference to your ranking. Gerwyn Price is 17th in the world as well, so just outside that coveted top 16.
124. Gerwyn requires 170. 58.
Yeah, 17 on the order of merit, seeded 11 here. The seedings here based on the Pro Tour order of merit.
Yeah, it was a double Pro Tour winner last year, back-to-back titles for Gerwyn Price and Players' Championship events.
Gerwyn, you require 112.
Tops then for a 1-1-2 check out to level the match.
Nicely
done.
Price, third leg, Krzysztof to throw first. Game on.
Ice cool dart from the Iceman.
I barely hear myself think at the moment. It's absolutely bouncing this place today.
83.
Yeah, let's just raise our collective hats to Russ Bray, because he's going to be given a workout today, isn't he? Unfortunately, George Noble not well, so Russ Bray this afternoon is going to step in and referee all 8 matches.
Wow. That is a marathon. That could really test him. He'll be taking his lozenges that he likes to bring around with him on the European Tour. Carries them around in a huge jar. You'll need a caddy.
You'll be kind of hoping that they don't get 180s, Russ. Well, that'll help.
Just a first cough of the day there from Russ as well. Hopefully he'll be okay to see this one out. That's in 1 or 2, isn't there? Dan Dawson could have a job.
96.
Should make it old school where the loser refs the next match.
137.
Winner of this, by the way, to face either Simon Whitlock or Kevin Painter. 2 former World Championship finalists going head-to-head later on this evening in the penultimate match of the night. Painter rode his luck yesterday, came through 6-5 against Stephen Burton, the qualifier. Or fellow qualifier, we should say.
Yeah, many people tipping Simon Whitlock as a dark horse. But, well, this or one of the 12 European Tour titles, having picked up 5 floor titles in as many months. We'll see the Wizard later on, as we mentioned. Van Gerwen, Wade, Wright, Suljevic. Gerwyn Price now looking to follow a 1-1-2 with a 1-1-8. Landed tops last time, and he's done it again.
A 1-1-2 check out, and a 1-1 check out for the breaker throw as well. And yeah, Krzysztof Ratajski there just looking upwards. Plenty to think about already for him. The multiple qualifier, we will see him again in Jena and in the 3rd European Tour event of the year.
135.
In April. 2 European Tour events on successive weekends next month.
97.
And there's a couple in May to look forward to as well. 1 in Germany and 1 in Gibraltar.
Yeah, as we said yesterday, darts fans who tune in to the live streamed events have got 7 consecutive weekends of live darts action, if you include the floor events. A couple of ton plus finishes in this game already for Gerwyn Price. Incidentally, there was 25 ton plus finishers in the first round this year.
100.
That's 11 up on last year. 66 180s, 4 below last year. However, we saw Bernd Roy, didn't we? Just played most of the game on 19s, denying himself the chance of a max.
Yeah, Russ was saying yesterday it was a very difficult one to call. He just didn't really have any inkling where he was going to go next.
58.
Anyway, Roy fell by the wayside yesterday, losing fairly emphatically in the end, 6-1 I believe. Ratajski, well, scuppering any chances of a check out here, and Price is on 1-1-2, lurking once again, ready to pounce here. Same route to glory. Well, so far it is. This time he fails to take out the double 20.
So
which way will he go? Should go 20s to guarantee himself a dart at the bullseye, but now he needs a 25 to do that, and he doesn't get there.
Yeah, these are the sorts of opportunities that Ratajski just has to really take a firm hold of. Otherwise Price is in danger of running away with this. Double 10 for a 3-1 lead. Yeah, that's right in the middle.
Gerwyn Price. 5th leg, Krzysztof to throw first. Game on.
And Price is on the money so far with the finishing. Couple of ton plus checkouts, and he's leaving Ratajski with crumbs. As you said though, Robbie, he did have an opportunity there. Didn't end up getting a dart at a double from 90.
Which at this level, against a player of Price's calibre, he simply can't afford to do.
97.
Interesting to hear in the aftermath of that UK Open final when Price said that the win will have given, the performance in Minot will have given him a lot of confidence, because he admitted himself sometimes he just tries too hard and he puts a lot of pressure on himself. Now, this is not the sort of occasion where he's going to allow himself to try too hard, because he looks comfortable and he settled down very quickly and he's rattled in another ton 80 there.
Yeah, second for him. Can Ratajski follow? We said yesterday how he seemed to fire them in when the camera angle suits, and Price obliging again.
Yeah, it's like they know what's going to happen.
Look, he's at it again now.
Room for one more.
138.
We're now looking for a double break, 86. After 9 darts, very classy leg from the Welshman.
140.
So treble 18 for double 16. Oh, this will be a hammer blow for Ratajski. Well, a lifeline here for Krzysztof. Again, can't afford to mess this one up. Tops then.
56.
And it was some way below the wire. And Price has 3 cracks at double 8 here for a 4-1 lead. Well, just stopped in his tracks here slightly. Chasing round the board, double 2. Gets there in the end.
Very
comfortable, this, isn't it?
It is, and I don't know about you, Rob, but I just never felt Ratajski was going to get that.
No, he just didn't look convincing at all there, even when he stepped up.
Gerwyn Price, the polar opposites. Just looks like everything is going to go in. The treble 18 hitting's been fantastic. The treble 20 hitting, 2 ton plus finishes, 2 180s. Could be a contender here in Hildesheim this weekend. Probably the next natural progression in his career is to get his name on one of these European Tour titles. He's already got 2 Pro Tour titles to his name, a major final as we've discussed.
Yeah, I mentioned he made 2 quarterfinals last year. He reached the last 8 in Mulheim, where he lost to Kim Huybrechts, and also in Sindelfingen, where he lost to Michael van Gerwen. Made the last 8 in Gibraltar as well 2 years ago, and at the European Darts Trophy 3 years ago. That was the year he turned pro. So
85.
That's the next barrier to overcome, I suppose, getting into the last 4, the semi-finals, and then from then on, who knows. Mrs. Ratajski, by the way, watching on, powerless to help her beloved do anything about this. He's 4-1 down.
Yeah, it's looking like a comfortable victory for Gerwyn Price. Just to run you through your menu for this afternoon's action. Following this one will be Ian White against John Bowles, and then we've got Jelle Klaasen and Mick McGowan, and Michael Smith against Jan Dekker. Then Paul Nicholson returns to action after winning yesterday. After 3 years away from the European Tour, he takes on Cristo Reyes. Kim Huybrechts against the Brazilian Diego Portela. Stephen Bunting against David Pallett, and Alan Norris completes the afternoon session against Richie Corner.
And of those, who would you fancy for the seeds to be in biggest danger?
174.
Fantastic setup shot for Gerwyn Price. I'll answer that question when we see who wins this leg. Oh, we didn't want to do that.
Well, double 4 might rescue him here.
53.
And again, he just can't find the range or the rhythm on the doubles. Price, double 16. Almost inevitable that.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because the seeds that lose today will not have their prize money added to the ranking for the first time. A new rule that's been brought in. They will obviously get paid, but it won't go on the ranking. Without even looking at the fixtures, I would have said that the 2 players that have just been eliminated from the Premier League, Jelle Klaasen and Kim Huybrechts, I'm not sure what shape that will leave them in particular Klaasen, who we know is struggling with a wrist injury anyway. He takes on Mick McGowan. Well, Kim Huybrechts, who suffered a second elimination from the Premier League, he's up against a man who will be beaming with confidence, the Brazilian Portela.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. It can work 2 ways, can't it? I suppose when you suffer a disappointment like that, you can do all you can to bounce back straight away. Maybe you want sometimes to have the opportunity to come back straight away. But as you say, Chris, you're quite right. It can often work on the flip side as well. You can just suddenly hit a bit of a trough.
I'm going to stick my neck on the line. I don't think Gerwyn Price will be one of the struggling seeds.
Yeah, he's closing in again here. He's already wrestled the darts from Ratajski on his throw, and
123.
he's down to a 104 finish already. Likes treble 18, or has been good on treble 18 so far today, Gerwyn Price.
Yeah, well, 72 would leave double 16, but he does like to leave tops.
Let's see which way he goes here. Well, he's fooled us all and went for the 16th. 88 remaining. That's found the treble, has it? So tops.
That's why he's gone that route.
Game shot. And a match.
And in the end, Gerwyn Price finishes with 88. Krzysztof Ratajski winning the first leg, but from that moment on, it was all one-way traffic. And the number 11 seed and the UK Open finalist, Gerwyn Price, marches into round 3 with very, very little fuss indeed. Krzysztof Ratajski hits the buffers, but the Iceman coolly marches on. But not cool enough to remember that he's got some on-stage duty to perform here. He's just walked off without speaking to our MC, Elmar Polka. Maybe we'll haul him back in due course. Here he is. We'll hear from him now. On the way, just to remind you, Ian White and John Bolt.
Congratulations. There was a good start in the tournament, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't start too well the first couple of legs. I missed a double in the first leg to go 1-0 up. I played steady from there on in, but I need to pick it up for the next round.
Yeah. You reached your first major final at the UK Open. How was that feeling? How important is that? The next step in your career, I would say.
Yeah, I was just happy to get through the first round. It's a bit of a voodoo down there for me. I can't get through the first game. Once I won my first game, every game was a bonus for me, and thankfully I got to the final, my first ever major, and I played pretty well.
So, did that change the goals for 2017, or was it just something that happened?
No, my goals have always been the same. You know, my target is to get into the top 16, and whatever happens from there happens. But you know, I'm performing well on the floor, and it's just trying to bring it onto the big stage, and it's starting to happen.
Yeah, you're very close to the top 16, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Gerwyn Price.